What is going on, peeps? Look, there's some interesting things from the United States in regards to the into Iraq. Anyways, let's get into that. But first, let me get out all the unpleasantries. Okay, my disclaimer: I am not an attorney, a tax advisor, or a financial advisor. Please consult with the real professionals. The following is my opinion and my opinion only based on my own research. I will share the information I find with you and I will encourage you to read it or listen to it and form your own opinion, you guys. Okay, now that's out of the way, a quick reminder. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't, subscribing to the channel helps it out. I appreciate it a lot. All right, you guys. So let's kind of get over one other thing, just one other thing. This is Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's my Facebook group. It's the same name as the YouTube channel. I will leave a link in the description and will encourage you guys to all go into the group. It's free. There's a lot of information that is shared within the group. And here we talk about the Iraqi dinar and the Vietnam dong, as well as other kinds of currencies, gold and silver, cryptocurrencies as well. There's a lot of information that you guys might enjoy reading about, okay? I'm also very aware that there's a lot of people out there that have Patreon groups and they charge you for information. You can get that same information in the group for free. Just throwing it out there, okay, guys? So instead of paying for Patreon, just come here and get it for free. The link will be in the description, all right? Okay, so let's get into what's going on in the news. So very, very interesting. So the U.S. Secretary of Defense, we are waiting to see the shape of the next Iraqi government and the shape of our presence in Iraq in the coming months. So this is Mark Asper. Mark Asper on Monday that the American is waiting to see the shape of the next Iraq government and the shape of its forces' presence in Iraq in the coming months. We have a new prime minister in Iraq, well, not technically, but on its way, trying to form a new government. And we want a united, prosperous, and sovereign Iraq. That's what we all want. Esper said in a seminar at the Brookings Institution in which he participated on television. He added, "We are waiting to see the shape of the next Iraq government and the shape of our presence in Iraq in the coming months." So for those you don't know, look, we got 8 bases there. I believe 5 are closed down. 3 are remaining. Trump, I believe, is looking at pulling us out of Iraq. I don't know if he could totally take us out of Iraq, but we will see if he does. He's not although he's considered a good wartime president fighting this virus, but he's not really into war and doesn't think that our purpose for being in Iraq is a legitimate one. So anyways, we also know that Trump said about, a month and a half ago, that they were going to put together a special types of task force that would go work with the Iraqi military, and they were going to do strategic strikes against the proxy groups that are there, such as Al-Qaeda or ISIS. Okay, we know that in recent news that ISIS has a lot of the prisoners escaped from Syria and have went and rejoined the groups over there in Iraq, and they're now back up to around 2,000, 3,000 members is what we're being told. But I'm anticipating that to be wiped out here really soon. Don't be surprised if you don't hear about a very good and strong strategic strike within this next week or two, being how Trump wants and his administration want this prime minister and the cabinet to be voted into office so that we can start to get some type of stability in Iraq. Okay, so don't be surprised to see that. Now, some of you guys have been asking me about the Iran lopping off 4 zeros. I don't know why. It has nothing to do with the Iraqi dinar whatsoever at all. Nothing whatsoever to do with it. That has to do if you guys are invested into the Iranian dollar, which is unique, okay, because they had a currency. Then they switched over to the dinar. They wanted the Iraqi dinar to be the official trading currency. Then they switched to another currency, and now they're lopping this currency. So I don't know. It's kind of wishy-washy over there. I don't pay attention to that currency that much. Not yet. It's something I might look into once the regime change takes place. But for now, I don't have a lot of interest in paying attention to that particular currency at the moment. But what happens over there in Iran's currency has nothing to do with what's happening to Iraq's currency, okay? So what else? So Al-Khidemi meets al-Abbasi and asks him to set tomorrow, Tuesday, the date of holding confidence and giving a session. So the local media reports that Prime Minister-designate Khidemi, met with Parliament Speaker al-Abbasi and asked him to specify tomorrow, Tuesday, the date for the session to give confidence. Now, again, here we go. They said tomorrow, or it could be Thursday. You'll see them kind of go back and forth. Does that mean anything? No, it just means they don't have a dang date for when they're going to vote on this. But we all know they got until the 6th, which is, what's that, tomorrow or the day after. So either or, it has to be done so they can stay within their constitutional time frame or the parliament gets dissolved. The president, okay, so what is this headlines right here? Parliament announces the official date. So here it is, the official date. When is it? The presidency of the Council of Representatives decided to hold a voting session on the ministerial programs and government cabinet on Wednesday, the 5th. So they're going to do it right before the day before the time runs out at 9 o'clock with appreciation with Director General of the Parliamentary Department. So again, I told you guys this week's going to be big. Not only are we going to find out whether or not Kazemi makes it in as a PM and his cabinet gets voted into, or whether he fails and then the president has a right to dissolve parliament. In addition to that, we know there's some, somebody had put out in the ether, we know that May the 7th might be the day that the Vietnam Dong rate changes. So this could be an exciting week. Now, you guys, again, there's no way to validate that, whether or not that's going to happen. What I'm saying to you is it's out there. It's been mentioned, so why not share it? Okay, doesn't mean go hawk your house. Don't do that. Parliament announces the date for the session. Okay, so again, another article. So what do they say? The Iraq Council of Representatives announced on Monday the convening in special session to consider giving confidence to the government of the Prime Minister designate Kazemi next Wednesday. So they're saying Wednesday as well. Okay, the presidency of the House of Representatives decided to hold voting session on a ministerial programs and government cabinet on Wednesday. So this is pretty much the same thing that we just seen in the other article. I'm trying to get to the good stuff here real quick. So a source reveals that a number of the parliamentary present in Baghdad before the session. So this was today. So how many they were told to show up? Al-Abbasi told them to show up. So let's see. On Monday, a parliamentary source revealed that more than 200 lawmakers were present in Baghdad as the voting session for granting confidence of the Prime Minister designate Kazemi was approaching. Now remember, in order for Kazemi and his cabinet to pass, they only need 50% plus one. So 200 is more than enough for him to get his cabinet passed as well as him. We like to see unanimous consent, but we will see. The source said to the news, the number of deputies currently in Baghdad exceeds 200 out of the 329. Noting that members of parliament from the Kurdistan region, the Basra governorate, and other provinces arrive this evening to Baghdad airport. So there's more of them coming in. They're going to be there for the next couple of days. So he added that the attendance of the deputies in Baghdad came after the invitation of the Speaker of the House of Representatives, al-Abbasi, members of the parliament, to attend. So they're okay. So over the next couple of days, they're going to be arriving. So between tonight and tomorrow, all the parliament members are going to be arriving to vote. The rumor is that he's going to get about 75% of the votes. A biggest portion of the votes are going to be those in the Sunni side of this are going to have a problem with what's going on with Kazemi. So we will see. Not that it matters. All that matters is whether or not he passes. I've already expressed my feeling on all this. There's a huge part of me that hopes that they don't, so that they can turn around and dissolve parliament and get in there, people by the people for the people. In other words, have the Iraqi citizens vote in the government. Okay, here you go. This is, again, more. I like this. So news about the U.S. Washington sees a very urgent need to form al-Khidemi's government. You think they see an urgency? I'm sure most of us are like, well, we got a pretty good urgency ourselves. You know what I mean? I'm sure, You guys, I'm thinking, wow, I got an urgency. It'd be nice if they went in there and changed the damn rate. Okay, so on Monday, the American ambassador to Iraq sent a U.S. message to the Iraqi leaders, urging them to support the formation of our boy Kazami's government. Okay, so I love how they said this could not be verified. Well, okay, either way, we already know that this is another person that is supported by the Trump administration. The last three PM designates have been supported by the Trump administration. So this is good. United States is assuming a very urgent and significant need to form the government of the Al-Kazami. Okay? Any weakness or concessions in the choice of a minister should be ignored when balancing them with the country's horrific expectations. The caretakers of the government for Mahdi is paralyzed and unable to deal with many of the problems facing Iraq. Like your friends and partners in the 17 years, we are deeply concerned that the consequences for the Iraq as a country and for the Iraq people will be devastating if the government of Kazami is not approved. If the government is formed, we will do our best to help Iraq cope with future problems. Will you? Gee, what kind of help are you going to get them? I know you guys are thinking like I am. Change the rate would help them out a whole lot, huh? Yeah, I know you guys are. Pimpy dance, you guys, all right? The U.S. attached great urgency to the information of the MK government. Is that mind control? What is MK? MK Ultra mind control? Good Lord. So anyways, many weaknesses and compromises in the selection of the ministry should be overlooked. We already read that. Okay, so look, here it is. After 17 years of being beat down, tore down, and having the corrupt people run them, this is time. Let's hope. Let's one way or another. It's kind of hard for me to feel one way or the other about this. I want stability there. Obviously, if Kazami gets in there as the PM and he gets his cabinet voted in there, good. Then the stability happens much quicker. The forces, I heard, the Iraqi forces are already heading towards the city where the election is going to take place. My guess is either to greet the new PM or make sure that peace is kept there after the voting takes place. So we will see swiftly, huh? They're going to move swiftly. Yeah, I can't help but wonder with the UN, IMF, and the United States all meeting with Iraq in June after Ramadan, that there might not be a little gift from Trump in a form of a rate change. I'm hoping. Okay, again, this is just speculation. It's only a guess. Let me know what you guys think. It seems to me there's an awfully big push to get this government in there so that there could be some form of stability. All right, you guys, so that's what's going on in Iraq right now. Like I said before, if you like what's going on, please hit the like button. Share the video. You guys don't have to ask for my permission. I don't have a problem with it. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It helps out the channel. Thank you. And again, if you want to join our Facebook group, follow the link and you can come join us for free. All right, you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.